Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Live Skittles from the delightfully moist Wallingford Sports Park, home of the ABM Skittles Club here in South Oxfordshire. It's just been a cloudburst, and several of the members have come in looking bedraggled, as if they've swum here. But it's very mild outside, very sticky in the alley. I'm actually playing this evening, so your super pundit Dave will be handling probably most of the commentary. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, good evening.
And already, because you're all desperate for your live Skittles action, we've got some people who were waiting in the corridor, as it were. So on YouTube, a shout out to Marvella from California, where I suspect the weather is slightly nicer. Superfan Di is joining us on Facebook as ever. And tonight, a double header again.
I mean, two double headers in 2 days.
And
how lucky
do you know how much
viewers?
we charge people for this, Dave? Do you know how much?
I hope it's a lot.
Absolutely nothing.
How much? Nothing?
I mean, what the top value live sports experience you could wish for. So, Skittles are ready, stickers ready, The scoreboard, though, is yet to be populated.
Scoreboard
Lads
is-
Night Out are the home team in this first game, scheduled for an 8 o'clock sharp kickoff against Last Six, their nemesis, it has to be said.
With the biggest rivalry in Oxfordshire Skittles at this current time.
I think we couldn't. No one could dispute that. I mean, there's very little love lost between these two teams. It has to be said. And
Arch
sometimes-
enemies.
I mean, it's a wonder things haven't exploded into violence occasionally.
Well, never within the club. We don't know what happens.
Well, and
for
what
the rest of the
happens
week.
outside the club, Dave, stays outside the club, as you know. So yes, Lads Night Out at the top table there by the trophy cabinet. Interestingly, looking like they're bowling in through some snow, but that will clear in a
the
minute.
Christmas effect as we've got
We've
our
got-
decks up early.
We have, yeah. We've got Captain Graham on the left there, who's just disappeared out of shot. Skipper for Last Six. Captain Allen for Lads Night Out, just handing over the team sheet. Evening, Graham. So, there we go. Looks like Allen's made a move.
Right.
Straight in.
Top of the board. That's how tall he is.
I'll go and head up down there, Dave, and let's have a look who the runners and riders are. So, for Lads Night Out. Oh my goodness, Alan is not bucking with tradition. He's put me in first. Rob in second. Martin, not yet here, but assumptions are he will be. Then Tom. Brian. And in the anchor position, it's Alan. A very, very familiar lineup to those of you who are regulars from both the Summer League and last Winter League. Jeremy for the Last Six. Has been tasked with the writing because between them, one of them can write. Captain Graham has put himself in the opening position against me. Avoiding the Brian v. Brian. This is how well Jeremy knows his teammates. He can't even remember how to spell their names. Then Andy. Then Mick. Then Chris. Then Jeremy. Graham has just said he's gone for the top 6 averages from the last Winter League. So both teams fielding a fairly fearsome squad for this opener. No surprises. No surprises there, Dave, I think it's fair to say for regular viewers.
Well, both teams clearly taking it very seriously, and very strong lineup from both teams. Hard to call how this one's going to go. Last Six won the league last year. Lads Not Out won the Summer League, won the Cup. Always have a good game between these two. It's far too early in the season for a score either way to determine who's going to come out on top.
Now,
but
looks like the toss has occurred. Let's see what's happened. Graham, if I can just interrupt you pretending to like each other, what's the news from the toss?
We won the toss and we have elected to field. We go second.
Not at all. There's nothing controversial about either your team selection or your choice about what to do with the toss.
Team selection is they were the top 6 averages in last year's Winter League.
And are you looking to cull a couple?
There may be 1 or 2 here and there, but playing these, we have to play what we regard as our top 6.
It's quite right. As I think, as regulars will notice, the Lads Night Out not exactly trying out any of their more junior players tonight either. So
I see Brett's not playing.
Graham, you see, straight in there, isn't he? Good luck. Already with the psychology and the banter. So there we go. We're in first. That'll be me. So I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Dave.
thanks, everyone. I'll try not to let you down.
Because I think we're going to start on time.
Starting early
2 minutes
today.
to go. And, well, possibly. We'll see if I don't know if lads. Oh yes,
Oh,
I've
there he
just
is.
seen Martin has arrived with his traditional 30 seconds to go at the bar.
Likes to keep them guessing.
So it's all good. So I might drop in maybe just after each of my goes just to tell you how appalling they felt from my point of view.
Well, you never know, Simon. If you did like you did last winter season, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
if you did like you did in the summer season.
Yeah, let's not go there. Thanks, Dave.
Not so much.
Evening, Amy. Amy joining us on Facebook alongside Di and a few others. Kath is joining us, and Steve from Pembroke. They've just got back from a team practice.
Oof.
We're practicing, goodness me.
We can't both be watching on YouTube, surely. Usually split between YouTube and Facebook. Yep, it's 1 minute to 8. Alan Pointer there, captain of Lads Not Out. Checking everything's all set up and ready to go. And it looks like Simon is raring to get on the alley and get this game started. Here we go. Ball number 1 coming up. Oh, it's gone through the gap there, unlucky Simon, past the kingpin. Kingpin there, nice shot, took 4 out. Good hit, good angle, if you can get this one right. Front quarter pin. Can he start off with a 7 or an 8 here? He did, he took that 7th one down there. Wasn't sure where it was going to go, but it just had enough momentum from that other pin to take it down. So Simon starts the lads off with a 7. Now last 6, Graham at number 1, a very unusual position for Graham there. I think they must be playing around with their order a little bit. That's not his normal place where you'd expect to see him. Let's see how this order works for them. Right, having a good look. First ball on the alley this season for Graham. A little bit rusty, that one. You can see he looked at his hand there. A little bit of a late release. Let's see if he's going to correct it with ball 2. Much better there, hitting the kingpin, but just 2. And a pretty horrible leave with that one as well. He's going to have to work hard here. It's a 4, which when you play for last 6, anything less than a 6 is a fine. So we'll be putting a coin into the fines tin after that go there, along with the lads out having an early lead of 3 pins after the first player. All right, we've got Rob Priest up next, representing Wales. Sorry, everyone, I've got Alan Pointer hassling me for music and can't press the buttons and sort that out. It's a 6 for Rob there. So you've got to press the mode button at the back. Right, I'm going to try and sort out the speaker for Alan whilst speaking to the microphone. So I'm away from the cameras at the moment. So he's managed to turn the plug on, which is good.
So it is that one.
And now we have to switch the mode to Bluetooth. Have you got?
Is it just one, both?
Just that one. So you need to connect to Phonics. Right, now I can get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Simon would not be pleased if he knew that I'd been not doing my full duties. Right, here comes Brian. A little bit off with that one, so 5 for Brian. It looks like he's taking the kingpin out and takes the score of 5, so it's 9 for last 6, 13 for Lads Not Out. Up next, it's Martin. TV's Martin Huff, as we usually refer to him. Took the budgie out of the cage with the first ball there, as a comment from Giles. I assume that means when you take the middle pin out. Oh, mine, a little bit off there, past the outside of the quarter pin. Straight through. Right. Ball 2. It's better. It is better. 2 pins wobbling there, the middle pin and the back pin. Still a 5. Chance to get a couple more here with a strike. A bit wide. No, not quite. That's a 5 for Martin there. So that is 18 for lads that out, 9 for last 6. So already Andy needs a 9 to level the scores. Oh, it's Simon. Simon's back.
Just to say, I mean, I'm going to take that lucky extra 1 for my 7, but, you know, it didn't feel too bad, Dave. Didn't feel too bad. Have you shouted out to Giles on YouTube?
I did. I mentioned his budgie out of the cage comment. Oh, great hit. Great hit from Andy there. If that wing pin had gone, he'd have had a spare opportunity. As it is, he's looking at 7 or an 8 here.
My feeling from being down at the business end is that the last 6 are not looking as relaxed as perhaps we're used to seeing them, Dave.
Well,
don't know why.
They know that the significance of this game, even if it is their first game of the season, in a season of 28 games, this is an important game. Just through the middle.
Yes. Well, Dave, give us a shout if the voice goes, and I'll send someone to spell you, but you're doing a great job. I'm going back to the bosom of my team.
That's it. Well, as Simon says, he's fully concentrating on the bowling aspect of the game today. Not so much on the important pundit and commentator duties. Right, here is Tom Morgan. The last time we saw Tom down the alley was when he won the averages in the Summer League. That's a good shot. 4 down, bit off. I've got Alan Pointer trying to ask me more questions whilst I'm trying to press these buttons. I don't know why, it's his own playlist he's working on. Oh, Tom, off with that one. And as you know from people that have seen Tom in the past, he's very hard on himself. So he got off to a pretty reasonable start with a 6 there. He'll still be disappointed not to have hit with that last ball. So, Andy gained 2 pins on the team in the last game. I think Mick now needs an 8 to level. Let's see what he's got lined up. Looks good. Oh, it's a nice hit. It's the W though, which is not a great split. Oh. Right, it's very central. Yeah, too near. All you got to do now, try and get that middle one, take those 3 out. Best you can hope for is a 7 here. Oh, that's a 5 for Mick there. Hard luck. He got the one he was aiming for, but just took it straight through. So 24 lads now. 21 for last 6. So 3 pins in it. And it's the usual engine room for lads not out. Brian Archer and Alan Pointer. Of course, Matt Wright is no longer with them. He used to play in this position. And Brian will be looking to step up, take on the number 5 role. Oh, look at that. Right angle on the kingpin there. Took it across. Leaves him with those back 2. And I think these are going down. Very nice shot from Brian there. Some more shout-outs to do. We've got Ian Jones watching. We've got Sylvia watching us from Austria. So I don't know if we've had any fans from Austria watching before, so great to see you. Sylvia, very much supporting Martin. Oh, Sylvia Huff, of course, related to Martin there. That's three for Chris there. I think he needs all 9 to give any chance for a point this leg. That's a tricky one there, tricky leave. You've got the one at the front, and you need to hit it straight into that pack at the back, which is not easy. That's a 5 for Chris there, and you'd say more than likely that will be leg one. Leg one till adds that out. So it's the contraflow split from Alan there, taking out that middle line. We're hoping to take out the front line and the back line as well. Could be the front line. No, it's that back pin, which, as Giles has pointed out, does not seem to be quite as velcroed to the alley as we've seen in the past. 5 for Alan. I think that's still going to be enough. He slinks off, not terribly happy with that. You'd expect that to be enough at this stage for a total of 38 versus 26 from last 6. That's a spare needed from Jeremy here. Question from Steve. What is the distance from the front line to the end of the alley? So we measured it fairly recently, and so from the front line to the backboard, it's nearly 50 feet. So see, the backboard's a couple of feet behind the end of the alley, but it's pretty long. Oh, that's it from Jeremy. No spare from there. Leg one goes to the lads. Oh, hard luck, Jeremy. Still, we've got that group of 3 to aim at. Now we've got Scott Balderson back again. And a 7 from Jeremy there, clips it across, takes those 2 pins out. But it's not enough, as the lads take 2 points, won the leg by 5 pins. A slow start for last 6 there, 4 or 5, a couple more 5s later on, not quite enough in this arena to take any points. Got Graham up next. That's off to the side. Yeah. It's a not helpful comment from his anchorman Jeremy there, who didn't seem terribly impressed with that first shot. Oh, he got the third one there. It could have been just 2, so a little bit to work with here. He needs to really come across that kingpin into the pack. Good chance here. We can get this shot right. No, it's through the gap. Oh, it just came in, hit the middle pin. It's a 5. It's another fine for Graham. It's going to be an expensive night in the last 6 camp if they keep getting these 4s and 5s going out, but it will certainly add to the fines tin, which they use for various reasons during the season to help them with refreshments and other such things. Simon, 7 first leg. Oh, quarter pin, 2 down. Oh, that was close. He's come either side of the front pin. He's not far off though. It just needs a little bit of adjustment. If he gets that right at that angle, takes that front line out and maybe a couple behind it. No, too far. A little grimace from Simon there. He looks a little unhappy with that. He was unlucky, I think. That second shot, very close to the kingpin. Third one went wide, but it went wide enough to take a couple of pins out. So that gives last 6 1 pin lead. Now, of course, Mr. Denton is quite the spitting image to Ken Bruce, as Steve Carrier was the first to point out. I'm sure Jeremy Denton is very pleased about this. Oh, what a shot from Brian. That was 8. Last 6, responding well to that first leg.
Hello, Dave. How's it going?
Great, thanks, Simon. I see you
Better than
a
me,
little bit
then.
unlucky with that. A little bit unlucky. That second ball was very unlucky. First one
Yeah.
just through. Got a couple with the last one.
First, very pleased with my leg 1. And then first fine of the season for the team is me, leg 2. Rob performing very well. I see we're very busy on YouTube again, Dave, including
Yeah,
some relatives.
lots
We've
going
got
on.
some mothers and girlfriends. Right.
Oh, Rob. Yeah. Feel that Rob should have done a bit better there after that great shot on the
Yeah.
first one. Didn't
Now,
quite
Rob
manage
had major surgery last year, and it took some time to recover and took it easy in the summer. He's back to full fitness, but he's probably a little bit down on experience. So
It's Andy Alex sporting another one of the ABM Skittles Club's tops that we ordered recently. We've got a few different colours on display tonight. We've got Andy and Mick in the black.
good evening on Facebook to Mac, who says Ken Bruce is talented, apparently, but he says the gaps seem very wide. Is that right?
Oh, Andy.
They're the same width as ever, but they do feel wide to those of us who are playing, I tell you.
Some nights they feel a lot wider than others.
They do.
Oh, well done,
Okay.
Andy. That's a good shot then. Take a 6 from that.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a reverse here on leg 1, isn't it? 19 after 3 for the 6, only 9 after 2 for the lads. Martin needs to pick it up. Sylvia, send your vibes for television's Martin Huff.
Yeah, that extra one made the difference there. If that hadn't gone, it would have been a little unlucky, but as it
That
is,
took a long time to make its mind up.
didn't want to go, but eventually
Yes.
he let out a bit of a roar after that went down. He knew he'd missed the one he was aiming at. But
Yeah, but I think, but
still took 2 from it.
the good thing about that lie is you've got the safety net of the one behind.
Right, I think he's pointing at which one he's going for. My money is straight through the middle. What do you reckon, Simon?
Let's have a look at the gap, Dave. Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it? No. Well played, Martin.
Apologies to Martin and Sylvia for
The
not having my
anti-commentator's
faith.
curse, Dave. You need to come and say what's going to happen to my team more often. It works. Anyway,
that's made a bit of a difference there.
I'm just checking that you're all okay. You're happy paging the buttons and flipping between the various chats.
Yeah, I'm okay as long as Alan Pointer stops coming up and asking me questions about how to sort the music out. And
Oh yeah, good. Well, if that happens, let me know. But I'm going back to the bosom of my team as
right,
we watch.
good
Mick.
luck, Simon, for the rest of the game. We'll be watching. Oh, that's okay from Mick there, off the quarter pin. Took that nice little tick out. A good one to come across the kingpin here and get those front 3. A bit much. Oh, wow. It's an unorthodox way of getting 7. Can he follow that up with a straight shot down the middle, go straight through and get 1 or 2 more? Maybe. No, it looked like it was heading over and then just sort of held up. Fell just short, but still 26 after 4 from last 6, a lot better than the previous leg. Versus 17 from lads out. This means Tom will need a 9 to level the scores. Let's see what he can do. Oh, well, it's our first picture of the red kite formation tonight, which I think many of our viewers like looking out for. Right, a little bit tricky now for Tom. He can still get a good score if he gets that little bunch of 3 on the left-hand side. Oh, just a 5 for Tom. So again, you'd say at this stage, the lads not out are favourites to lose this leg with a 4 points behind at the moment. Chris and Jeremy still to go, usually pretty reliable. It's definitely enough to turn it around, but there's going to have to be a really bad or a really good score in the last few goes to make that happen. All right, Chris having a good long look at the alley here. Oh, nice hit. Not too bad a lie there. You got that bunch of 3 at the back. Let's see, can he take them out? Maybe. Oh, well done, Chris. Now, I would imagine he's going to go for the 2. Oh, it's Dave House from Cross Keys is in nice and early today. Let's just see this shot from Chris. It's in the gutter. Right, a lot of work to do here for the last 2 players, Brian and Alan. Alan might need one of his trademark spares in the anchor position. He'll be hoping Brian can get a decent score here to keep them still in this leg. Anything less than a 5 or 6, then it's really all over. Oh, Brian, quite a bit off there. Didn't get the release he needed on that one. Other side, Brian. Yeah, it's 2 very un-Brian-like shots there. His team watch on anxiously. It's a 5. He got a little round of applause from that. He got a few with the last one. At 27 versus 33, so that's 6 pins behind. So really, the only way is a 0 or a 1 from Jeremy, or a spare from Alan. How's Jeremy going to send these 3 down? Not a great shot from Jeremy, but taking out those 4 difficult pins, especially that one on the right. Jeremy, don't think he was aiming there. He'll take the 2 though. So it's a big lead for last 6 already. So 7 for Jeremy, which gives a total of 40 pins for last 6 here. 13 for lads not out, meaning Alan needs to get a spare, and quite a good spare as well. This will be a challenge, but for those of you that have watched Alan recently, he is known for getting a spare when it counts. And I think we can all see there is absolutely no way he's going to get a spare from there. So that levels the match at 1 leg all. It's keeping it nice and exciting for our viewers tonight. He might not get the spare, but he'll be hoping to get a Skittles 9 here, which is a perfect clearance when you do those 3 shots. And he's done it. Well done, Alan. Known as a Skittles 9. as you have to throw down 3 balls that hit exactly what you're aiming for. Get the 5 off the king, or 4 off the kingpin, and then finish it off with those second and third balls just at the right angle to clear out both sides. So well done to Alan. That will give him a bit of confidence going into the beer leg. Giles calls it, Skittles 9, yeah. Right, Simon. 7 and a 4 to start off with. He'll be hoping to do more like the 7 and less like the 4 with this one. So, wow. For a shot that missed the kingpin, took 6 out, he will not be disappointed with that. He will be disappointed with that. Now, can he take any more here? Give him a chance in the beer leg, which we will explain shortly. Simon, what's that? 6 for Simon there. Great. Well, it wasn't even a great first ball. It was a first ball that took out 6, missed what it was aiming at. So this is now the beer leg. Most of you are probably familiar with this, but for those that aren't, the premise is quite simple. It's not just the score you get in the leg towards your team total, you're also playing against your direct opponent. If you get beaten by your opponent, you have to buy them a beer, and vice versa. So everybody tries extra hard in the beer leg, because nobody wants to be going to the bar to get a half pint of beer, which is the customary amount. These two teams know each other very well, so it's likely to be a full pint for the winner. So that's 5 for Graham. He has got a chance to beat Simon here. And clips either of those two in the middle, he should get it. But he did not, and for Graham, it is turning into a very expensive night. He has had to put 3 lots of fines into the tin, and now he is going to buy Simon a beer. And I'm sure you can see him go up and see Simon, who's watching on in the back, who seems to have judged his pint quite nicely, so that it will be filled up around the beer leg time. Okay, Rob. Yep, off to the side with that one, took 1 out. Three with that one. He's not been that close to the middle so far. He needs to try and hone in on that front pin. He's off to the side again. He took 5 out. I think that's reasonable there. He didn't get that close to the kingpin. So Brian absolutely hates losing a beer leg. He will have to mute the microphones, because you may be able to hear some profanities coming from that point of the alley if he doesn't get what he needs here. He's got a reasonable target. Should have a good chance. Oh, not quite from Brian. Okay, so he's cleared out the left-hand side of the alley. Needs to stay the other side. It's a 5. He does a little look round to see where he stands, and it's a tie. So if both people get the same score in the beer leg, it rolls over to the next leg. If they get the same again, it rolls over to the 5th leg. And if nobody wins, nobody gets a beer. All right, Martin's up. Let's hope Sylvia's checking in. Giles has been making up more Skittles songs. The latest one being related to those who only hit with one of their 3 balls. It's a nice hit from Martin, a little bit unlucky. It's not a terrible leave though. You can hit that front one. Might get a few more. No way near. Oh. Six for Martin. I don't think you should be disappointed with that. Third ball was quite a way off. All right, Andy. 7 and a 6 first 2 goes. He needs 7 on 8 to try and get his team back on level terms. And 7 for a bit. Not a great start. Oh, Andy, that looked like it was going to take the kingpin out there. Didn't quite do it. Right, needs a big shot here, Andy. It's a 3. Not what Andy was hoping for there. And as Scott points out, if the beer leg is not decided in by the end of the 5th leg, they can take it outside if they want to make sure there is a winner one way or another. Although we wouldn't condone that sort of behaviour down in this very reputable Skittles club. Tom, very, very wayward for Tom there. Lucky to take 3 out. So he throws it with enough power, so when it does miss, it can still take a few out. That's a much better hit. He'll be targeting the 8 here, take those 2 out. He's got him. And well done, Tom. Good to get an 8 there. That first ball made it look like he wasn't quite on target. Well, we're joined in the commentary box by Simon Newton once again.
Hello. I've just come to say hi to some of our California friends and our American friends. Scott Balderson. He's quite right. Fisticuffs in the car park. But
Yep.
I've just come to say that as we watch Mick, the last 6, the lads Light Out have done the classic what the lads Light Out do. They come out with a super leg 1, seem to collapse with leg 2, get inspired by the beer leg, and then sometimes they will then smash on through for the rest of the game. Sometimes it then ends up with the 6-4 scenario. But so far, nothing's changed. A year, after last Winter League to this. But
It's just what they do, isn't it? It's what they do. And this is the 8 o'clock game. It's very different when it's the 9 o'clock game.
Yeah.
They've all had a few more drinks by
I
that
still
time.
think that last 6 are looking a little bit unsettled for them. Mick there with a 6. Now it's something when then last 6's top score of the leg has only come in at number 4 position. 19 to 25.
So again, you would expect this will be like heading in the direction of the lads now.
I mean, it's got the extra spice for the lads that there's a beer in this. Graham very kindly came straight over to offer me the half pint of guest ale.
What's the guest ale today, Simon, for all ale fans out there?
Oh, I can't remember. It's a Loddon Breweries. It's called
Something Paradise?
Harvest something. Harvest Paradise? Harvest Apocalypse? I don't know.
I don't think it's called Apocalypse. That's the
Harvest Paradise.
It's a 6.8% beer.
Yeah, okay, no, it's Harvest Paradise, 4%. It's a very pale ale, quite hoppy, gluten-free, apparently.
Oh yeah, for all of you who hate your gluten out there.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
me, love a bit of gluten.
the current Mrs. Newton is gluten intolerant, but she doesn't like beer, so it's not a problem.
That it's not designed for her, that one, then, is it?
Oh, now Brian manages to tickle down 6 here.
31.
Extending that
Played
lead.
19.
I mean, both Chris and Jezza have to put in some big scores here. Otherwise, lads will take a 4 points to 2 lead. But it's not over
You
yet.
say in this game, it's never over until the last ball has been bowled. Except sometimes you don't. You can't say that because it's clearly over.
Chris especially is one of those skittlers that it's not flashy, it's not big pace, no flamboyance, but my goodness, his accuracy is
He
like
gets
a
it done.
laser.
He gets it done.
He does. Absolute proof that you don't need to be a powerhouse player. You just need to have the right amount of pace and a dead aim. Unlucky there. That's not a lovely lie, is it, Dave?
That is not. No, he's really going to struggle to get more than one or two more. He went for the outside. Oh, tried to cut back across those two. Didn't quite make it.
Oh, Amy Evans on Facebook said the lads need to bring out the cheesy snacks. So too early, Amy. It's too early.
They don't need them. They're surviving without them.
No, but they might bring them out now. It's sort of a celebratory, a valedictorian post-beer leg snack fest.
It's a bit like Popeye with his spinach, isn't it? The lads now crack open the cheesy
A
snacks.
cheese-based snack. As long as there's no real cheese in it, it has to be cheese flavour. Quaver is the cheesy quaver is the
Is that the
preferred.
snack of choice?
Yeah, mini cheddar is another one. Oh, Captain Allen.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's 6 down. I imagine he'll aim for the front one and hope.
Wow.
So Allen takes 7. That's another very big leg.
It's just strength all round here.
It shows we've had legs won with 38, 40 and 38 so far, so there's no easy way of getting any points in this game. You've got to be, every one of the 6 needs to be on top form.
Yep.
But Jerry sporting the grey version of the ABM Skittles official top.
Up at the home team end, we were just admiring the Andy Ives man in black look.
Yes. Yep.
He's looking quite mean. Means business, or just mean. Oh, come on, Ken Bruce.
Jeremy's unlucky here. Took the 3 out down the middle, hit what he was aiming at with that one. Not getting.
He's got to hit this absolutely spot on to get anything out of it.
That was 3 very good balls for Jeremy.
Yeah.
He had to work extremely hard for a 7 there.
He's had to work hard. Brian Butcher says, give me shelter, the class music selection. Well, at least YouTube hasn't scrubbed us yet for that. We might have to keep talking over it.
Yeah, we've got the Alan's music choice today, and he has ramped up the tunes to.
These all go back to when there was a jukebox in the club, and we used to find out anything that was more than 9 minutes. So lots of long live versions of stuff.
We know all of the long.
I won't be
songs.
surprised if Freebird comes up later. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the
Simon's
bosom
up
of my team because
after
I have to follow up to Graham, who's not having a great start.
No.
I will just wait to move though, out of respect for the bowler. Oh my God! Not
come
going
on,
to move
Graham.
now. That will look. No, I can't go now, Dave, because he'll think I'm winding him up by walking past him.
He bowls very central, does Graham? It
He
does
does.
mean that these shots through the middle are quite common.
Alex Slezak joined us on YouTube. Come on, the lads. Stalwart of the squad can't make it this
Yeah.
evening. Right.
He'll take the 4 there.
Let's see what I can do.
It's yet another fine for Graham, the unfortunate Graham Hemming, who has put 4 fines into the tin and brought a beer so far this game. He's hopefully brought a few extra pennies out with him for this match. Right, Simon. I did see, what did he get last leg? 6 in the last leg. Nice and tight in that corner there. That's the right position for the right-hander. Quarter pin. That back pin once again has gone over. Oh, Simon! That one went shooting out right across the alley into the gutter at quite an early stage. Little jump. Oh! You may hear the succession of oohs going on at the back of the club there as Alan looks down just to confirm it was just 3 that got failed by Simon there. So Simon is on 20 from his 4 goes here. He's going to struggle to get to 30. I'd say he's not going to get to 30 today. Oh, unlucky Brian. Great hit, lots of power. Didn't take very much out. Oh, this is the chance, Brian. It's the chance to get your team back in it. Oh, wow. Just a 4 from Brian. Good hit on the kingpin, good hit on the quarter pin. But sadly, for him, didn't get anything with either of those 2 shots. So 4 and a 4 from the last 6. And looking at previous legs, 2 4s is going to be very costly on the total score of this leg. 2 for Rob there, outside pin. He's a bit off target last leg. Let's see if he's... There we go. It's not going to go. Right, can he get that little group of 3? Well done, Rob. That's pretty steady, 6-5-5-7. Nothing wrong with that scoring. So 10 for last out, 8 for last 6, just 2 in it at this stage. Definitely not a foregone conclusion. Andy will be looking to improve on his 3, unfortunate 3 in the last leg. Again, he doesn't put many balls very wide, but he does find those gaps from time to time. Just like that. Andy. It's such an unforgiving game. They were both very close to the kingpin, but didn't take anything out. He's done again. Only 2 from Andy. We may have to explain to Simon that he is may have to pay some compensation to Ian Jones for that second ball, which apparently was so wide it took his car out. We don't know where that car is, but assume it's nowhere near the kingpin. That's an okay start from Ryan there. So off the quarter pin, you've got a nice little front section to aim at. Possible chance here if he gets that right. Oh, hard luck. Good shot though, perfect shot. Now, you got the option of going down the line or coming across it. He's coming across it. Very good for Martin. So at this early stage, mid-stage of leg 4, 18 plays 10, so it's an 8-pin lead. It's not often you turn around an 8-pin deficit. Will Mick have something to say about that? That's a good hit there. It's a bit tricky, that back pin makes this a difficult spare. It's possible, but very often you'll take out that front 3 and the one at the back will remain standing. So it's very difficult to get all 4. Oh, unlucky Mick. Not had that many chances for a spare tonight. That was probably one of the best we've had. Seventh of it. Mick looks to be doing one of the best on the last 16 tonight, Mick and Jeremy. And we got Tom got an 8 in the last leg. First ball was very wide, second 2, very good. If he can get all 3 of these on target, could see another big score for Tom. Yeah, lots of power. Again, not quite the accuracy. Oh, off to the other side. Now we've faced with a very difficult leave. Either aim for the front pin, hope to cannon it into one of those groups of 2 behind it, or just go straight for one of those 2. For me, always kingpin, but let's see what Tom's hands on his knees, bends over, can't quite believe that didn't take anything out. So 4 for Tom, that's unfortunate. So 22 plays 17. So it's 5 pins now, so there's a bit of a turnaround. Probably still too many, but the gap has definitely reduced. Chris, up next. Oh, Giles has noticed the mix shuffle. Yes, he is known for his little dancing moves as the ball comes out. I'll try and keep the camera on him for next leg to get the full effect. When the ball's close, you often see some great moves at the end of the alley. Okay, big shot coming up here. If he doesn't get 8, 7, this leg's done. Not with that. Oh, that's it. Waves his hand at the Skittles, accepting the fact that this leg is going to the lads that out, who will take the win. With this leg, they will take the 6 points and win the match. Right. Brian, what did he get last leg? 9.56. Pretty good scoring for Brian here. If he can get another decent score, he'll be looking to get one of the top scores of the season. We've got 38. He's our top score so far. It's Ian Saunders from Bestsellers. You've had a few 35s. Just the one score in the late 30s at this stage. You really need 8s and 9s all the way through, or a spare in the mix to get one of those top scores. It's 5. I think if you get that front quarter pin on the left as you're looking at it, you can kick it back across the alley and get an 8 here. Oh, Brian, very wide into the gutter. So hope Ian's moved his car by now. That could have been another one. So Jeremy, 777. And if you remember, that last 7 was incredibly good bowling and quite unlucky. He'll be hoping that his accuracy, which he's been showing so far tonight, will result in the score he probably deserves. It may not, based on that. Still wobbling at that kingpin, it's still moving. Now, if he gets that angle right, he can still take out that front line. The leg's done, but give yourself a total. It was a 3 for Jeremy there. Didn't hit the kingpin that leg, all of them pretty close. Well, that will definitely disappoint Jeremy, who was on for a good score as well before that last one there. Oh, we've got Alison, formerly of Lads That Out. They're one openly female player, is now playing for Matt Wright's new team, Living on Spare. Giles correctly confirms that was indeed robbed. Alan, everyone is blowing their chances for a big score in this leg. Come on, Alan. A lot of applause for that really pretty rank shot, but he will put their 5 down. They will take the points, they will take the game, they will take the leg. The lowest total to win a leg in this game by quite some distance. They won it with a 3, a 4, 2 5s. Right, Simon, I believe I said he was on 20. Yep. He's thinking about coming up to the alley, but so's Graham. But it is Simon's go. Simon is just on 20 so far. As we often say, the target score is 30. If you get 6 every leg, you end up on 30, which is what people want to see. Oh, yeah, court pin, one more, centre pin, not a great lie. It's going to have to go some, or it'll be a low 20 score. Very nice shot from Simon, great recovery there. Five already. Now, you want to go for that 3 in the line, along the back of the alley. Is he going to go down the line? He does not like stepping away from the round. He didn't want to. He didn't want to move. He doesn't like movement, but it is the right thing to do. Puffing his cheeks here, is not happy at all. And that is why Simon does not like stepping away from the radiator, because invariably he throws it straight in the gutter, exactly as he did there. Finishes at 25. So, a disappointing start for Simon. Right, Graham here will be desperate not to pay a fine and give his team a lead. And here comes our super number 1 player from Lazao. That's better from Graham.
Graham suddenly picked up, which is typical, but I've had a bit of a torrid time on the alley, Dave, has to be said.
He had a couple of unlucky legs, and that last ball wasn't great, I have to say.
Yeah, it was just all... Oh,
Nice
Graham
shot, Graham.
suddenly picks up. Are they gonna...
He's avoided a fine for the first
Yes.
time.
More importantly, can they pick up an extra 2 points? And
Well, they will be desperate to get a couple more points from this game. Oh, that was close. It didn't quite go down the gutter.
Have you explained how we score in the league for those?
I have not explained how we score in the league.
So just to say, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, whilst on an individual and a leg basis the pin count is important, our league uses points. 2 points if you win the leg, 1 point for a draw. And so at the end of the season, the team with the highest number of points will be declared the champions. We only look at pin count if that's a tie for points, so we do a point count back. However, as individual players, there are prizes on offer for the highest individual average, so everyone is incentivized to try and do the best they can.
Well done, Simon. Ever the professional, despite scoring 25 in the game, which he'd probably like to forget about.
It's a bit below my par, but yeah.
He's here and he's doing his full
Rob's having a good
Wallingford
pick up
Live
there.
Skittles. Kingpin's on.
Well done, Rob. 6 scored. So yeah, because it's points based, it's really important for the last 6 that they don't just fall over, because they want to try and claw back another 2 points if they can. The lads have won the match, that's clear. They've hit the 6 points, but last 6, every point could be crucial as we hit towards the end of the season. So they will be desperate not to go down 8-2.
Certainly will. These two teams are often very close at the end of the season. This is the difference between a 2-point and a 6-pin difference between their two totals. So it's everything to play for in this last leg.
Brian Marcos Huerta from America is joining us a bit late today. Welcome, Marcos. Luckily for you, it's towards the end of one match, but we've got yet another one to follow. Stay tuned, everyone. After this will be a very brief interlude while we reset the alley, but we're bringing you another game of
Brian
Skittles after this. This game running beautifully to time, Dave. It's only at 8:52 in the UK PM, and the rain stopped outside.
Well, that's no good now. We're all indoors.
I know, but there is a lot of humidity in here. Everyone's sort of like drying off.
Oh no!
Television's Martin.
I think
Huff
this leg's going to be hard work for both teams.
Snicked the kingpin there. It's got the quarters to work. Max joining us from Kent and YouTube. Martin's gone tight, tried the cutback, didn't work for him.
A viewer from Kent. Do you play in the Dover League, Max, or you found us from some other source?
Ali on Facebook says, points do mean prizes. Yes, they do. And anybody who's old enough to know that reference, you're very welcome to join us. Max says it's thunder and lightning in Kent. Goodness me, we haven't had that, but
So Andy,
Well, who
3
knows?
and 2 in his last
Who
two
knows? I
games.
didn't notice outside though because we're so focused on the action here. We wouldn't be able to tell if there was a hurricane outside. Apologies to our American friends who may have recently gone through one of those. Andy Ives now.
There we go, that's better. That's what he was trying to do in the last leg when he went past the kingpin.
Just
It's a good
commenting
start.
for up there that I know he's gone for a very large shirt to give him maximum sort of
It is quite long,
flexibility
it is
amongst
quite
the
long.
arm, but I wonder if he's gone 1 or 2 sizes too big, and I wonder if there's a bit of excess fabric encumbering him there. A bit like we saw last evening with
We
Steph.
did have a new player, Steph, played in quite a loose-fitting jumper, which we think may have hindered her. Oh, Andy!
Just unlucky
hit
that
it.
he didn't get any angle on that. Max tells us he's moved from Hampshire to Kent. Oh, well, I hope you're enjoying it down in the Garden of England. Whereas here in Oxfordshire,
Yeah, they've got one Skittles League in Kent, in Dover, where they play outdoors, which looks very...
well, not tonight, according to Max, there won't be.
I'd imagine they're
Health
not
and
playing
safety
tonight.
risk would be off the scale, wouldn't it?
Oh, Tom, dear.
Now, I think Tom has just knocked a little edge off his pace, and I think it's working for him this evening. Normally he bowls even faster than that, and I think just knocking it back a bit.
Yeah, it's a good score. He's got 30. You remember, he won the Summer League averages. I didn't get less than 30 all season. So...
We like the fact that our fans from across the waters are having a lovely chat amongst themselves on YouTube. We like all that.
Right, we've been commenting on the mixed shuffle, so we'll try and keep it on him a little bit.
Hold it. Oh! Yes. I tell you what, let's keep it on Mick, watch what he does, and then we'll cut to the results.
Okay.
Because everyone's impressed with Mick's moves.
He's got some great dance moves.
Oh, little ankle action there.
Little ankle
He's
action,
just
yeah.
trying to sweep it over, wasn't he?
Let's see if he really goes for it on this last
Come
one.
on.
Come on, Mick. The fans want to see some
He's
moves.
getting overexcited. Hold it. Hold the line, Mick. Mick. Yes.
Oh, that was a
It
good one.
didn't work.
That was a good one.
It didn't work, though.
5 pins for Mick there. Steady for Mick. Another one's hit 30.
Some very uncharacteristically low scores from last 6. You have to say Mick. With 30, low for him, but nowhere near as bad in comparison with the others.
I think Mick could soon become a fan favourite.
He's got the moves like Jagger. Brian has no truck with leg action. Plays it as straight as an arrow.
Ooh.
Goodness me. Another player who the pins are punishing with some torrid work. Brian on YouTube says, surely strictly for Mick next time. Well, the people's choice.
Great hit from Brian.
That was
there.
one
Well
of the hardest
done.
4-4-7s we've seen.
It was. Nice scoring from Brian there. Top score so far. Along with Martin's 32. I think only
How we doing for time?
Alan's likely
Perfect
to beat
timing.
that.
3 minutes to go, 3 players to bowl. 1 minute per bowler. And already the club's quite busy. We've got the next 2 teams chomping at the bit. Now can Chris come up with something magnificent?
There we go.
Oh, so
Ooh.
close. But actually, I wonder if that's done him a favour because he'd still have the terrible gap. But can he salvage 2 out of this.
He can,
Yeah, well
he can. Great finish from Chris there.
played. Well done, Chris.
Up and down scoring from Chris in that game. A 7 and 8, also a 3, a couple of 5s. 28. It's not a disappointing score, 28, not at all.
It's below his standards.
It's below his standards.
But as we said, first game of the winter season, bowling in the dark, rain, variable temperatures. Everyone's got to get used to it.
All of these factors which us skittlers are not accustomed to in the summer months.
Captain Alan now for the lads.
Right, Alan
Nice first hit.
is hoping to set the top score of the night. He's going to need a few more to do that.
Spare opportunity here, Dave.
It is, yeah. Second time we've seen this leave tonight. And that is what we mentioned earlier. It's very easy to get the front 3, but that back one usually remains standing.
Unlucky. Got some loft on the ball. Great finish from Alan. Right.
Well done.
I'm going to leave Dave to talk you through the last one. I'm going to go back and join my team as we anticipate
So
8 points, perhaps.
I think 8 points is heading their way. It's a top score of the evening for Alan there, 34, 2 ahead of Brian and Martin. Final man left to go is, I believe it's Jeremy Denton, or he's been called other things tonight and in the past, but okay, 2 balls left for the first game. Needs to be a spare or this leg's done. Nope. So Jeremy still needs a 6 to get to 30 tonight. Which he hasn't done. I would say that's unlucky because his 7s are good. Could have had more. His 3 was a little unlucky. And he finishes at 29. And that completes the first game between Lads Not Out and last 6 of the season. A big win and a big statement from Lads Not Out. Both of these teams in their first game of the season. Just see the handshakes. And some of us need a beer break. And we will be back.
A comfort break. The handshakes are done. We'll just leave you for a few moments while we reset for our next teams. It will be... Who's playing next, Dave? Remind us.
Game 2 is Cross Keys versus Young and Bald, our 2 of our new teams.
Ah, yes. One of our finest local hostelries and one of our youngest and most bald teams of Skittles. So stay tuned. We'll just be a few moments. And then we'll be back with more live Skittles action from the ABM Skittles Club here in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire.
Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So as you saw there, the previous match was erased from history. Jess on Facebook tells me it's peaking on YouTube. We've just dropped the gains a little bit. Hopefully it's not too quiet. Just let me know on YouTube if we've gone too quiet. Let's go and have a look at the teams. Young and Bald are the home team. You can see them in their matching shirts at the home end by the trophy cabinet. And they will be playing in at number 1, Will. Then Ben, Oliver, Marcus, Carl, Captain Derek in the end. He's this one here, the bald one. Cross Keys, a reminder, Cross Keys, a brand new team for this season. Had their first competitive game last week, did very well to avoid a whitewash, took 2 points. But they're chomping at the bit now. And they will play Martin, then Mark, Dave at number 3, Joe, Darren, and who's going to be the massive anchor? Of course it's Kev. We'll hover around for the live toss. Teams look ready. Have you tossed yet, Derek? Come on. Come on, let's go over here, shall we? Take them out into Mohammed. Come on, live tossing. Live tossing.
Tails. I'm not going to catch it. Heads.
Oh, Derek of Young and Ball puts the keys in first. Here we go. Game on. First up will be Martin for the keys. Power in that delivery. Thank you, Jess. Levels have just been tweaked down a couple of dB. Got a lot of background noise, so I have to hold the mic quite close, but thank you for your professional input. Well, good start for Martin. Solid 6. In our variant of Skittles, 6 is your par score. If you can get 6, if you can end up 6 with every leg and end up with a 30, that's the par. Less than that, you feel like you've had a bad day at the alley. More than that, you're pretty pleased with yourself. What can Will do in response for Young and Bald? Oh, just shaved the king. He's got the quarter pins to work there. Now, left or right? What do we think? Not down the middle. Well, not down the middle. So, first blood in this opening leg of our second feature game tonight to the Cross Keys. 6-5 after the opening shots have been fired in leg 1. Up next for the Keys, it's Mark. He's come to the alley early. A lot of the more experienced skittlers would wait in their seats until the sticker's nearly finished. Oh, found the gap. Some comments on YouTube. Scott Bollerson says, impressed with how quickly the swap between matches in the States would be 20 minutes. I could make some very derogatory comments, but I'm not going to. Probably mentioning about the large amounts of food that would have to be served or something, but we won't do that. So, another good performance from the Keys. 2 6s to open. This is good. We did say in our preamble to the game that the Keys, after having sort of been blooded for the first time last week, would come in chomping at the bit to try and get their first win, and so it is, proving to be the case. The second of the bald players for Young and Bald, with Ben. 5 for Will. He needs to improve on that. It's a good king here, and more importantly, look, he's teed up. He's teed up a possible clearance. Oh, just pushed that out the hand. Unlucky. Little words of encouragement from his captain, though. So, 2 a bowl for both teams in this opening leg. It's close. 12 to the Cross Keys, 11 to Young and Bald. Dave now, captain of the Cross Keys team, landlord of the pub, Wallingford's finest drinking establishment, award-winning ale house, and being roundly barracked by the rest of his team. They're also, it happens to be, I should say, the reigning Wallingford Carnival Tug of War champions, and they want to just compete in all the traditional sports now. Cheeky 3. Cheeky 3.
That's how he's going to play, is it?
Cheeky 3 from the landlord. Oh, unlucky. He's getting more barracking from his own team than the opposition, Dave.
That looks good. Oh, nice hit.
Well done. Look at this. Look at this lovely consistency from the Cross Keys.
6-6, 5-6. Good bowling, both teams.
Top work. We've been joined by the Deeks on YouTube who want to know who won the first game. Well, the lads took it 8-2 against last 6.
Yeah, big win for the lads. Big statement win, that one.
It was. Oliver now. Oliver, one of those players who he's had a torrid time on the alley recently, but there's no reason for it. He's got good form, good pace, just missing the accuracy. Come on, Oliver. Oh, it's harsh.
Tough leave here.
He gets a lot of these harsh leaves. He doesn't bowl it super hard, but there's nothing wrong with his pace. It's just the Skittles can be really unlucky.
Very steady from both teams, isn't it? 5s and 6s all round.
It is. No one's running away with it. The tiniest of subtotals from Derek. But even we could do the maths on that one, Dave. That's 16 pins to Young and Bald, 18 to the Cross Keys.
Yeah, we can do that.
2 pins in it.
3 times 6. Yeah, I learned that one a few years ago.
Joe up now for the Keys. The Keys team are very, very keen. They're rushing up to the alley. He almost lost a finger or two there because
he's that keen that he's willing to put life and limb on the line.
We might have to remind the sticker to put the balls in first, as they can take a little time to roll down. Oh, Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Take a breath, Joe. Take a breath. His team will bring him down a peg or 2. That's a great...
Another
Look
6.
At this.
Can you believe it?
Look at this.
So go and remind Jacob.
Yeah, just let the sticker know balls first. Yeah. As it's a good rule for life. Goodness me, what consistency from the Keys. Have you been having cheeky training sessions? We did think you'd be itching for your first win after last week, though, so game face on for the Keys. Right. Can Marcus take the game by the scruff for Young and Bald? And it's not a bad start, Dave.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah, it's okay though. If you get that front one, you
King's
can
the
still
shot.
you can really take all of them out.
Good. Has he? No. Push that wide.
Yeah, off to the side.
Hangs his head in despair. Captain Derek, silent. No words of encouragement from Derek there.
No.
21. Plays 24. The lead is stretching bit by bit for the Keys.
That's not with new players, you can expect big scores, you can expect small scores. This leg is far from over.
Absolutely.
That's how smooth, isn't it? It's that gentle, smooth roll down the alley there.
Wow, yeah, Darren. I mean, he's got work to do, hasn't he, to match the 6? Oh,
He does now. This could be the turning point in the leg, this ball here.
oh dear, I get the feeling anybody who doesn't score a 6 is going to get absolutely hammered by their own team here on the keys.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I thought he had the kingpin there.
Look at that. Not even a consolation round of applause. They're just gutted. He's broken the chain.
Can you read those very small numbers in the...
We like miniature subtitle, but 29 pins to the keys. 21 pins to young ball with Carl to throw. Now you have to say Carl and Derek are their most consistent scoring players, young and bald. They put a strong bottom 2 in.
Yeah, they worked out their order from their summer league. Now this is easy to list. This is Andy Ives spare. This one famously got by Andy Ives the last 6.
Quite impressive.
He's done it on several occasions.
Quite impressive to knock down the arrowhead formation from here. Oh, nearly.
Great shot. Brilliant shot.
Now young and bald are suddenly loud, having been quite quiet before and a little bit despondent. Goodness me.
Volume raised, definitely there.
Gauntlet.
Speaking of volume, I haven't got any music on, so I'll put some music on.
If they want it.
They don't have any choice.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, 30 to young and bald. 29 to cross keys. A little bit of a switch in the lead. Still only a 1-pin game. Kev looks at the scoreboard. He realises he's got 1-pin deficit. He's gone early again, like a lot of these new players. They rush the alley a bit. The sticker's quite a young sticker. Working hard. Good ball. That was quiet, but quite effective. 4 with ball 1. Oh no, head in his hands, and quite right too. Has he pulled this again? Yes. There's no point staring at the pins there, Kev. They're not going to help you now. 4. So. Cross keys are very creditable for this brand new team, 33 in leg 1. But you have to say, we've got no problems expecting Derek to be able to take the win here. Experienced, powerful, accurate, and bald. There we go. Got to remember his personal average as well. Oof. Splinters everywhere. Well done, Derek. Captain Skittles there from Derek, bringing it home. Number 5 and the anchor for young and bald. 16 between them, but for the cross keys only 9. Young and bald take the first 2 points of the game, 37 to 33. But to cross keys credit, look at that consistency. They just tailed off at the end, but this shows promise for the cross keys. This particular lineup. Now, Will got a 5 last time out, and he looks like he's determined that that's not going to be where he stays. Another one of these team that absolutely flings it down with a huge pace. Okay, he has improved. Cheeky extra on there, 6. Now, the cross keys being brand new to this game, I wonder how much they've prepared psychologically. Physicality is one thing, Dave, but now that they've lost that, after a great start, they lost that.
Yeah,
They've
look
got to keep.
like they were going to win the first leg.
Got to keep the positivity.
Will they be able to turn it round and get back on track, or will that crush them and
It's a
send them
very
into
mental.
spiraling?
It's a mental game. Oh, I like what he was trying to do there. Cut back across again. Just needs to, I think, drop the pace here. Go for the accuracy. No, yeah. He has a bit of a look down at the alley, but I don't think you can blame the Skittles for that one. Martin just drops a little on leg one. 6 pins to Young and Bald. 5 to the cross keys after the opening bowls of leg 2. A reminder that Young and Bald took leg 1, as you can see there, 37 to 33. 2 points to 0. Let's have a look. So, Ben, 6 last time out. Looking to improve. Better. Unlucky, that winger didn't nudge down. Not a great lie here, Dave.
No, but you can still get a couple more. Oh!
Yeah, he slinks back.
Yeah.
5.
5.
11 to Young and Bald after 2. 6 to the cross keys. Mark, if he can get...
Equal his first leg score?
Yeah, if you get another 6, it's all square.
Oh, another one. It's good, straight, smooth.
Just
through the gap.
Just off. Again, though, like a lot of inexperienced skitters, he's hugging
Right
the
in the
middle.
middle,
He's
right
trying to play
down
the
the middle,
central line. He'd be better off moving to one side or the other and playing the angle slightly. It gives him a little, slightly less margin for error.
I think Captain Dave House has picked up on that. He said watching his Wallingford Live Skittles streams over the last year or so, he's realised the way to do it is to get into the corners, get the angle.
As it all
Hopefully he'll
just...
share that information with his with his
He needs to
teammates.
transmit that to his team.
Dave, get him to work the angles. Don't roll down the middle. Work those angles. Come on. You know this.
So, up next, it's Oliver. 5 last time out. Okay. 3 with the first. King's available.
It's a start. You know where you're aiming.
Look at the difference. Look at Oliver working those angles hard. Not sure that was the shot I would have chosen, Dave.
I don't think he chose it. I think that's just where the ball went. That's better.
Oh,
Do you see the ball and the pin both went through the gaps on those two pairs?
both back quarter pins. Goodness me, that's harsh. So, consistency at least.
For those that
Go
don't
on,
know,
go on, Hollywood. Was
Paul
shouted.
Hollywood, he looks like.
He's a looky-likey,
Paul
apparently.
Hollywood of baking
Bake
fame.
off something. Bacon, bake off, bake up.
Oh, that's good.
Shot.
Oh, that's very good.
And a bonus. Well played to Sticker, leaving that, making sure.
Gave it every opportunity
did.
to go down on its own.
Good sticking. Now, game face for Dave. Little late release.
Oh,
Got away with it, didn't he?
he did. Is he going to go? Is he going to go for those 2 pins?
Look at that tight. Look, he's working the angles. Unlucky Dave.
He just went for the back one there. Not far off.
Smashes down the highest score so far for his team.
And that levels the scores.
That's what we like. 16 pins apiece halfway through the second leg. A reminder, Young and Bald, one took leg 1. Croskeys would love to snatch another one back.
You have to say, Young and Bald, Marcus, Carl, Derek, lots of very good bowling to come
Yeah.
for them.
Marcus only 5 last time out.
Oh,
That's your fault, he said.
Somebody got the point there.
Oh, the finger was pointed. Oh, that was harsh, wasn't it? Game face on.
Wow.
Oh, he's disappointed. He's annoyed with his teammates. only
So
ball.
chance for the keys here. Joe.
Five or more for the lead. Cries of "Come on, Joe" from his
You get the
teammates.
feeling that Joe's a little bit erratic with his bowling. Could go straight down the middle, it could go straight into the gutter.
The latter,
Can be.
the latter, yeah.
He's blaming Hollywood for that.
Oh! One down the gutter, one through the gap. Surely ball 3 will knock them all down, Dave.
I'm going to say it's going to go in the other gutter, but
You have to say, at this stage of the leg,
advantage, young and bold.
advantage young and ball with Carl and Derek, the powerhouse number 5 and 6. Unless Darren and Kev can
Those who
step
watched
up.
Young and Bold's first game last week, Cross Keys' first game last week, Kev was at number 1, I think Darren was 2 or 3, so they've totally flipped it around. I think Kev definitely looked like their most promising player,
Yeah.
so they've also given him the anchor role.
It's all right. 3 per ball.
No one gets 3 per ball.
Average. 3 per ball, Dave.
We'll see. Maybe this could
That's
be
all
the
you
first
need.
ever 3 per ball that I've ever seen in my life.
Come on, do it for me.
Could he get 2 9s and prove me wrong?
No. Look at that. Only half a round of applause for his teammates, and I thought that was great.
Three good balls like that.
He's popped down the top score so far in this leg, and he's on a 9 and a 7. I mean, 16 after 2 is great scoring.
They have high standards on this team.
They do.
What is that subtotal, Dave? I'm too lazy to work it out. Is it 23?
Oh!
Oh,
Darren went a little bit wide there.
there we go.
Wow.
What a shot.
That's a heck of a pickup for ball 2, isn't it?
Could he get an 8 here and keep this leg alive?
Let's have a look. What's it? Yeah. Work that quarter pin. Come on. Oh!
Oh, Gutter's getting a bit of a hammer in today, I have to say.
Yeah. We swept the alley. Maybe we should have swept the gutters. The balls might pick up some filth on the way down. So, Darren improves on leg 1. "24 pins to the Cross Keys. 27 pins to Young and Bald.
Social media when my Bluetooth. Oh, Derek.
Goodness. Derek's done this before though and come back
He
and
keeps them guessing. He only needs 1 ball.
he knocks them all down.
And
Oh,
he does
my
need
word.
1 ball.
Now, there is quite a lot of pressure on this shot and Derek might have a wry smile, but he's not feeling it inside. Oh! Oh no, and he's got to go right up his own 0, the harshest pen work of all.
These legs.
Has he given himself a bit of hair there? Yeah, exactly.
Take that hair off, Derek.
No hair. Meanwhile, Kev has just kept his cool, not got involved in the banter.
How many does he need?
Game face. Pull there a bit.
I think he needs something.
I can't do the maths quick enough. No. 3 scored. 27. I think Young and Bald.
It's a
Young and Bald.
it's a
Also
D.
27. The Keys steal a draw. 1 point to the Keys. 3 points to Young and Bald after 2. Well done, Cross Keys. Scores on the doors. That's important. Hopefully they take that. It's the beer leg now, leg 3.
It's the beer leg. It is the beer leg.
In our league, leg 3 is the beer leg. Simple concept. You simply have to score more than your opponent. They will have to walk to the bar and buy you a drink, or vice versa.
Right, we should have the keys to go first. No, it's not. Yeah, it's the keys first, isn't it? We've got Martin.
Yeah, it is. Now
6-5 against someone who got 5-6. So
it's
very even.
It's just who crumbles in the beer leg.
Well, not Martin.
Thirsty boy.
You can tell the team that come from a pub, can't you?
Oh, wow. He's on fire, Dave. No.
It's just been put out.
Look at that, eh? A casual shrug as he walks back to his spot after
as if
putting
he does it every day, week in, week out.
You put an 8 down in the beer leg, Dave, you will absolutely feel gutted to have to be going to the bar after that. Well done, Martin. Ollie Duffield on Facebook says he supported the Keys from home.
Ollie is a member of the Cross Keys team.
He is.
Not playing tonight, obviously.
We've got plenty of supporters on YouTube as well. If you want to watch it on the big screen, Ollie, you can switch over to YouTube if you want. Just look up Wallingford Live Skittles. We're on there as well, simulcasting.
Oh, nearly got the ball back in the ball return there, which is...
Also, just as an experiment, because I don't know what it is, but we're also broadcasting on Twitch tonight. I don't know why.
No one knows what Twitch is.
No.
No one who plays Skittles knows what Twitch is.
No one our age. I mean, I think if anyone knows what Twitch is, Young and Bald might know, but we're on Twitch.
They
as well.
know. They're not watching it, they're here.
So, a strong start from the Keys in this beer leg. You have to say, the team with their tails up at the moment.
Ooh. This is a tester for the new player. You got that big gap that's opened up. Oh, that's nice.
That's a lovely lie for the final ball, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, just grounded it, I think, there.
Yeah.
His lunge wasn't deep enough, and it grounded the ball and threw it off, but still, solid play from Mark.
8-6, good start to the leg, though.
14 pins for the Cross Keys after 2. Ben needs a 10 spare to tie.
That's asking a lot at this early stage.
It is asking a lot. Oh. Just, sort the wings out and then go for it, eh?
No. Well, you got both those tricky outside pins.
Shoulders are down for Ben as he strides back.
It started with a nice 6 there, but it's dipped since then. It's the Go on Hollywood shout once again for Dave.
There you are, Dave. We're live on Twitch. I don't know what it is, but
Twitch,
we're there.
we don't know what it is. Oh, it's Dave's first experience of the Devil's Canyon. He didn't fall into the trap, but only got 1 from it.
Well, we've got
Working
one
hard.
person watching on Twitch, so hello if you're on Twitch. Let's get rid of that because we don't understand
It's not you, is it?
Martin K says, what kind of score is generally good on this alley, individually, per leg? I mean, if you're talking good, if you're talking someone who's challenging for the averages, you're looking at 33, 34, 35.
Yes, the winning average the last few seasons has been 33 plus, I'd say.
Yeah.
Which means you've hit 40 maybe once or twice, had a couple of big 30s, and not much below 30.
You're looking at 7s and 8s every leg.
Great shot. Well done, Oliver.
If you want to be putting a good score down, Martin, you really don't want too many 6s in your score. You want to be looking more at 7s and 8s. You can have the odd one, obviously, but and that
Much
of course
better,
is the rub with Skittles. It's doing that consistently week in, week out.
That's the challenge.
That is
Very much
always the challenge. Clark on
got Joe
Facebook,
again.
Superfan Clark on Facebook says well done to the lads. They were
Nice
watching
to see
earlier. So
Clark. Yeah,
good to
don't know if
see
he
Clark
watched
again.
Don't know if he saw the earlier game, Clark.
Yeah.
The lads took the points.
Right, Joe.
All right.
Got his gate. Look, it's beer leg.
He
He's got his
looks
game
serious
face on.
now. He looks
Yeah.
very serious.
That's unlucky not to clip the back pin as well. King's still the shot though.
Oh, hard done by there.
Martin says it's the kind of score he aims for. Plays in 2 different leagues last week, got 66 for both teams, but they play over 7 legs.
Still
Lots of variation in the world of Skittles, so it's very difficult to compare.
double the sort of score you get in ours from 5
Yeah.
legs.
And I would imagine the lanes, the alleys that you're playing on aren't quite as long as ours, and potentially not as wide either. Giles says this looks like an alley that can destroy even the best Skittler's morale.
It has. It's destroyed many a skitter.
We have had some West Country teams come down and do the Dorset flop and realise that it's quite far to carry that kind of launch. As you say, from the backboard at the back of the pit to the first line, it's
unlucky
50
Marcus.
feet. It's a bit of a monster. The
Come on, Marcus.
bowler cam here does sort of foreshorten it. But you can tell by the time that the ball takes to roll down. So 16 pins to Young and Bald after 4 have bowled. 22 to the Keys. Can the Keys steal the beer leg? You have to say on this form they've got a really good chance.
They have. They can't afford Darren or Kev to not score. They both got to
Again.
get. They don't have to get a lot, but they
I
got to
just
get
think
something.
a little bit of a rookie mistake. He's going central. Just needs to go a little bit
come on,
either to
Darren.
the right or to the left. Don't hog the middle.
He's looking worried. This is the pressure of the beer leg, the pressure of the leg. He's off to the side again. Just a 2.
Wow.
Facing Carl, I would say.
5-6 and then it's dropped to 2. I mean, 24 plays 16. I mean, Carl still needs to put a shift in here to get the Young and Bald out of the poo. But in
He's
terms
been
of
doing
winning
well
the
so
beer
far.
leg, I think Darren might have to get his wallet out.
I think Darren will be going to the barn. But really, it's a case of who can take this leg from this point.
Wow. There it is.
That's good, but difficult here. You've got to hit that front quarter pin, take those 2, hope to get the back one out. But he's got rid of the back one. He's still got an 8 on here.
Quarter pin. Take the 2 out. Oh, just missed.
Unlucky.
Giles and Martin are having a conversation about alleys. Some are short, some are long. Now, we don't have that excuse. We're a Skittles club in Oxfordshire, a county which only has one competition alley, and it's ours. And we don't. The home team sits at that end that you can see there by the trophies, and the away is on the left. So we should be better than we are, because we don't have to play on different alleys each week. But this is a long and wide alley. We play with 4.5-inch diameter balls because we're a
Always
mixed
the same
league.
alley, always the same pins,
But yeah,
always the same balls.
but to be
Oh,
fair,
good
Dave, sometimes
shot.
it's different weather.
The weather changes.
We have to
yes.
deal with humidity.
Generally, the weather in the club is pretty similar. Sometimes the temperature
Yeah.
goes up and down a little bit.
It's quite mild this evening. I don't think the heating's on yet. No need for it this evening. It's been raining and the clouds are out. It's been I think it's quite a nice 16 degrees outside. So 26 to Young and Bald. No, 22, sorry, to Young and Bald. Sorry, I got distracted by someone opening the fire escape. It's one of our stickers that's had to go for some fresh air. It's hard work sticking up.
It really is.
They earn their money. Our league, we every player that plays puts £1 in for the sticker, so the stickers get £12 for an hour, but it's tough physical work.
Derek.
And for those who are worried about welfare, we do have 2 wall-mounted fans pointing at the stickers, and we have additional fans we can bring in, but they're the hardest workers. 30 pins to the cross keys, 26 to Young and Bald.
It's all square at the midway point of the match.
All square, Young
win,
cross
one
keys
draw.
take the beer leg. How many beers did they win? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 beers, 1.
So, leg 4, all square. You have to say, the Keys, the less experienced team, are holding up well to the pressure. Little cheeky extra one there. There's enough force in that pin to roll back. Calm down, Will. Next to one.
That lone pin got us a bit of a hammering.
He's not happy with himself, is he? Look, he goes back to his seat, chuntering away. He's not a happy chappy. It's all gone a bit downhill for Will since the beer leg. Martin, on the other hand, is on a bit of a roll.
Martin looks good. This is his first ever game. He didn't play last week.
Goodness me, has he really never played a full game of Skittles
Never
before?
played a game of Skittles before. We don't know about Wii Sports. We haven't asked that question yet.
No. John Penny on YouTube says, when we have a cold, misty October evening in our village, the pins just don't fall.
Yeah. Good evening, John Penny.
I mean, obviously, natural wood here. We beach pins, I believe. Lignum vitae balls. The lignum vitae won't suck up the moisture, but certainly the beach might swell a little, which you would have thought would be an advantage if it swells, but...
You would have thought so. So John is from Dorset, but plays in the Yeovil leagues. Plays Tuesday night Skittles.
Crosses county line.
Crosses county lines.
Goodness me.
And he also runs the pub games group on Facebook.
Ah,
so for those that enjoy their pub games, which covers a variety of traditional English pub games, it's well worth checking it out.
John asks, what is the alley length from the line to the front pin? I can't remember exactly, but I can tell you that from the line to the backboard at the back of the pits that you can just see at the bottom of your screen now, it's just a shade under 50 feet. Dave is currently looking up our scale drawing that we drew up for our 60th anniversary temporary alley celebrations. Giles is suspicious, like never played before Janet the other night.
Oh yes.
Well, maybe.
Right, so the full, it's in meters. I don't know what we like at converting meters to other units. The full length from the front line to the backboard is 14.75 meters.
And what's this distance?
And that distance there.
So we can do the maths. Oh dear. I think the other thing that we haven't factored in for the cross keys is their inexperience and their lack of stamina. This is where they might start to tire and loosen their grip on the ball. Dave's just doing some calculus to work out the distance king to the front line. Oh no!
So are we looking to the middle, the front pin, the
king,
the king pin.
Yeah. The distance from the back pin to the backboard is not very big. We have a fairly deep pit, which is good. It's a purpose-built alley built in the year 2000.
It's about 43 feet to the king from the front line to the king pin. About 43
that
feet.
seems right. 43 feet from the front line to the king, and just shy of 50 feet to the backboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oliver, come on. Oh, Oliver's just having an absolute nightmare of an evening. Oh, Olive, come on.
Come on, Oliver.
Just a cheeky one extra.
That one nearly stood back up there. It would have been a real kick in the face if
that would be an
stood up,
absolute
wouldn't
horrendous thing to happen if it stood back up and wasn't dead. So 14 pins for Young and Bald after 3. 8 for the keys.
So the big question:
Landlord Paul Hollywood House.
have they put another guest beer on after the
I've got an extra pint down here, Dave. I'm fine.
so they've run out of the Paradise loose
Harvest, whatever it's called,
Harvest
yeah.
Paradise. Oh, Dave!
Oh. That's better. I'm lucky not to get the run of
I
that
think
ball.
Dave's going to be a good player, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, I think so. We could have. We should make a documentary about Aunt Sally.
We should.
There's
make
an
a
obscure
document- yeah.
Oxfordshire only pub game, but another time. So, Dave, disappointed.
It's a slow start to the leg here. 4-4-4 versus 4-6-4.
12
Both of these, I think
to
we've
14.
seen this before with the new teams. They struggle with the physical element of the game when it gets to the latter stages.
Yeah. Jess says she thinks the beer's kicking in. She might be right, but I think it's more that fact. You know, it's all fun and games up to the beer leg, and then suddenly you realise, oh my goodness, you got to go another 2 legs. Keep your form.
There we go. That's what Oliver can do.
Slightly better.
Marcus even. Get that front one. No.
That's
He'll
okay.
take the 6.
Yeah,
He slinks off it.
he's
not-
still disappointed.
Still disappointed. Yeah. Lucky
It
Marcus.
is below, but it's his best score of the evening, and a good time to put it down because it does put pressure now on the 4, 5, and 6 player for the Cross Keys. You have to say, with the exception of Darren and Kevin, 1 leg each, and Joe with 1, they've not been able to put in the consistent work to drive.
I don't
down.
think they've quite worked out their anchor engine room yet for the Cross Keys.
Giles on YouTube has just come up with a song title. I used to work with a guy who played Aunt Sally. Is that like there's a guy down the chip shop sweating Elvis?
How does this go? And is it suitable to publish on social media?
Doesn't count, of course. Bounced off the backboard. Just a single.
Let's check.
Yeah.
Well,
Goodness
right,
me.
these knowledgeable scribes we've got covering the Young and Balls whiteboard activities. Yeah.
Okay. 3 per ball, Dave.
Middle 3 per ball. One day this is going to happen, and I'll be proved
That's
wrong.
what we should all aim for, 3 per ball.
We should all aim for
We're
it.
not greedy. I mean, if you're greedy, you go for spares, but 3 per ball, Dave.
That was
I mean,
two. That
it
was
was
two.
2, only 2, but he's still got the option to get them all down in 3.
Ugh, Simon, you can't. That's just get 9. That's not 3
Come
per ball.
on. On an average, it is. Oh, whistle through the gap. So,
Cross Keys a long way behind. 12 down.
25 after 5 of bowled for Young and Bald. 13 after 4. Darren has to step up here.
He's a smooth bowler, Darren, isn't he? That
3 per ball, Dave.
makes no sound as it hits the alley.
Oh, now. Got to hit the kick.
Right, it's gone
Got to hit
left,
the
it's
kick
gone
and
right.
give it a bit of an angle. He is. Oh, he's gone away from the centre line. This is good.
Side again.
He's pulled that across. Some slightly derisive cries from his teammates. I notice Emma, the landlady of the pub, is making notes on who's scoring what. It looks like to me they're going to have quite a harsh cut for next time out. Who can make the squad next time?
I think I think Joe is worrying for his place in the team next
Wow,
week.
the Cross Keys are operating a swear box and a performance fine. That's harsh. Oh, Derek.
Oh, Derek.
If that was a classic example, Dave, of too hard, because the pin flew and then the ball flew and
Yeah.
didn't take anything else
Pin
with
went
them.
over the pack, ball went off to the side. Still think Derek's possibly our fastest bowler at the club.
Okay, he'll take the 6. He shakes his head because he knew it could have been more. So a bit of that 0, I think, is still haunting him, Dave.
So after that 37 in the first leg, no one's really hit the big totals since then.
31 now is the target. You have to say, it's a difficult one to hit for Kev. 31.
Yeah, I think Kev is going to be struggling to get the big spare he needs to
But to
win
be
this
fair
leg.
to him, look, game face. He's going to try.
Oh, that looks good. Oh. Come on, Kev.
Oh, yeah.
I think the frustration
Yeah,
with the gaps and the pins is coming out.
It's a horrible game like that. At least with 10 pin, Dave, as long as you don't hit the gutter, you know you're going to hit something. But in Skittles, it's not guaranteed. You can avoid the gutters and get absolute 0, as we've seen
With
from
10 pin,
Derek.
not only do they remove the gaps, they also give you the option to put things in the gutters so you can't do in the gutters, and even a way to roll the ball out so you don't have to throw it.
So as we thought, cross keys couldn't match the pace of Young and Bald. Now this is where I think the experience, the fatigue will fit in for the keys.
And 20 is the joint lowest leg score so far this season in the first 2 weeks.
Week 2. Cross keys just need to hold their stamina,
Mark
hold their
needs
form.
a good hit. He's on for a good score if he can just get a few here, get into the 30s. Oh, it just overthought it, I think.
Another 4.
That's a shame for Martin there. He looked like he was on for a nice score there.
I know some of our regular viewers will be slightly distressed at the different 4s there for Martin, which we've changed scorer. We do have some who do tend to comment on the calligraphy. 27 is a very, very creditable score for
In his
Martin.
first
as
ever
someone
game?
who's
First
never
ever
played
game.
before. He beat me, and I've been playing for 13 years.
But the less said about that, the better.
Yeah, I regret bringing it up now.
Come on, Will.
I tell you what, Will might have Derek giving a run for his money with the speed on the speed gun.
He's looking at the pins. Some
Now.
frustration. Oh, there we go. That's a nice hit. The last pin still going.
So, as we know with young people, Dave, attention span can be an issue. So
Yeah.
that was really good of Will to just refocus.
That's why we're putting it
25.
on Twitch.
Yes,
Whatever that is.
apparently. Good score, 25. Well done.
And they probably got bored now and switched to something else.
I have no idea. Right, here we go.
Oh, it's the Cholsey special again. Favourite shot for those three. The first ball way off to the side.
That's
there we go.
great
That's a
second
brilliant-
ball.
After that first ball, what a second. Bang
Look
on
at
the king.
This is this his best
Could
score? It
this
certainly
be?
is.
Well, he got 21 last week.
Yeah. that
well
was
done, Mark.
I thought he had that. Well played, Mark. 28.
A huge improvement from his first score.
Huge improvement. And the keys, after having the humiliation of a 20-pin leg,
They were beaten
have
that
just
by
decided
3 or 4
it's-
legs.
It's motivated them, hasn't it?
Right then,
They're
Ben.
not going to go and lie down.
Ben's probably one of the newest players in the young and ball team. I think he only played 2 or 3 games over summer. He looks good, but he's one of those that bowls it dead straight,
Yeah.
which means those gaps in the middle are enormous. And when he hits, great shot like that, just the 3.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's the classic sort of rookie mistake is to just try that centre line because you don't give yourself any angles
Oh,
off the
like
pin
that.
with the ball or the skill. Never mind, Ben. 22. It's a shame. With a 2 and a 3 in there, though. Come on, you had some good scores. 2 6s and a 5. But you have to say,
That was his first game in the Winter League as well for Ben now.
9 to Young and Board after 2, 12 to Cross Keys.
Landlord Dave had a couple of fours on the trot. Wants to sort that out.
Oh,
and
well,
does.
there goes the fours.
But that's a horrible
It is.
broken frame.
Yeah, what on earth are you supposed to do with that? It was actually John Penny that corrected me from saying splits to broken frames.
Oh, wow.
Which is what we now use in all our commentary, except
Now,
when I forget.
Is Dave experienced enough to know that he can cut this? So he's going safety shot. Well done.
No, he didn't want to cut. He wanted that 7. He wanted his best score.
He
of the
knew
night.
from his previous shot he had the line and the length, and he just repeated it. That was a very mature decision from Dave.
28 for Dave, and this is also his first ever game, isn't it? Because he didn't play last week.
Oh yes, it's not his ever first game of Skittles. He played in our anniversary tournament for.
He did. He played in the anniversary tournament. Yeah, his first.
But his first. Oh, hang on.
Six player.
Autofocus.
6-player league match. Yep. Come on, Oliver.
All right, Oliver. Let's see.
Needs to hone in on that. There we go. Yeah, it's an unfortunate one. You still think
He's got that right smile. He's going for the quarter pin.
you get
Come
that
on.
quarter pin.
Just missed it.
Oh, he'll be very frustrated if he
Same
doesn't
again,
get
Oliver.
anything
Come
with
on, same again. Just focus. It's gone the other way. Just a single.
this. Oh, I like Oliver.
That is harsh. He's off. He's giving himself a talking to there. That's harsh. Still, thanks to that fantastic 7 in the beer leg, he does post so far the top score for his side. Oh, it flew out the frame. Didn't take anything with it.
You never know what you're going to get with
Whoa!
Usually there's one of those.
Violence.
One of those in the 3 balls.
Oh, okay, good recovery. Good recovery. Martin on YouTube says, when we have the 3 middle pins standing and nothing else, we call it Grandma's teeth. Gaps, see, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing there's a paucity of geriatric dental care in the West Country.
That's the other thing we need to do. We need to get some images of the different broken frames so we can start getting some, collecting some
you've got them all.
regional.
We know you've got them all.
Yeah, but
now you won't
I've been told that images aren't good enough. There need to be photos.
Oh my word.
So that will require a bit of time laying them out, taking pictures. That's a job for another day.
All right then. Oh.
Well done, Marcus. Good finish
Yeah.
there. He'll be disappointed with that score, but
He will,
finished off with the
but
6
at
and the 7.
least he finished with his highest score. Takes a little bit of the sting out of it. 25, but yeah, he will be disappointed. Although,
Carl, looking good. 9.765. He'll be him and he'll get the best score, I imagine.
super smooth delivery.
It's very smooth, Dan.
And did well with that with a 4. He's working the angles now. Yes.
Oh, that one on the edge looked like it was going to go.
That winger. Right. Just got to focus on these back 2.
Oh no.
Pushed it wide. That's a little unlucky for Darren, but again, this is joint highest score. Doesn't quite break 20.
Yes, he has. They missed his 2
yes,
out.
no, yeah, missed a 2. Yeah, I don't know what's gone wrong there.
I think it's 23. It's not
23,
19.
isn't it?
I'm surprised it's not gone. There we go.
Carry the 1. 6 and 4 is 10. 6 is 16. 2 is 18.
Right,
5 is 23.
Let's see Carl get a good score here. Get
Number
good
bonds
finish.
to 20.
Oh, it's not the start he wants. He's chasing a good score here.
Focus. Just needs to focus. Better. Much better.
There we go.
But Dave,
Well into the 30s now.
this is not a
It's
kind
not.
lie.
You want to get 2 more. You just want to aim in the middle, get 2.
gone for the
He was
cutback.
greedy, he went for 3.
Which is the sign, I think, of that's what you want. It's what you want
He said, shall I play it
in
safe?
your number 5 or your number 6.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you want
I am
someone with the
going for
confidence
it.
to try and do a tricky cutback.
33.
Great scoring.
Is that our top score of the night? Do we have anything above 33 earlier?
I don't remember, Dave. Giles on YouTube says, this lad's a good player. Yes, no, I agree. Yeah, Jess says, don't forget the bestsellers are on tomorrow, but yeah, I can't stream it, Jess. Sorry, I've got a meeting, of all things. I will be down in the sports part, but I can't stream. And Dave's not been signed off on setting it all up yet. Oh,
What a way to get the end wink in that would have been.
That would have been very unusual.
It's a great finish from Kev. Well done, Kev. Didn't match the dizzy heights he hit in his first match with a 30.
So, Kathy Francis from joining us on YouTube says, watching for the US, we bowl duck pins here in Maryland. I've also heard of candle pin as well up there. She says, question, is it better to throw the ball faster or slower? Enjoying watching and learning this game. Well, it's better to throw it accurate and a sort of a medium fast pace. Too fast can actually sometimes fling the Skittles out so they don't do anything for you. Too slow takes the pace off it and they don't follow through.
That's an example of fast from Derek there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how fast you throw it, they still go through the gaps just as easily.
Yeah. Derek is a fast-paced player, and if everything is perfect, that pace could take them all down with one ball potentially, but the risk is that you lose your accuracy. So the answer, Kathy, is it's somewhere between those two.
.22. Derek will not be pleased with
He
that.
will not be pleased. How many?
Is that a draw? It's a draw. 5-1.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of his team have beaten his score. That 0 was harsh, but we do end with a draw, don't we?
It is. Drawn game.
2, 4, 5 apiece. Well, I think that's fantastic. Well played, Cross Keys. Second ever game, and they've drawn it 5 points. Superb. Look, everyone's double checking the scores now. Dave there as the away captain has the official score sheet. The scoreboard that we are viewing is the unofficial score. Both captains have to sign off the score sheet to confirm the maths. You're welcome, Kathy. 18 spare, says Ian. Gorgeous. I think our record might be 17. Oh, look, there we go. Signatures. Sticker uppers having a go. This is what we like to see. Come on, young man. Next generation in the house. Nice, young man. Shots. Woohoo! Giles on YouTube, when is the nights next week? I don't know is the answer. I have to look. I will let people know via YouTube and via Facebook. You can go and search for us on Facebook. Just look up Wallingford Live Skittles on Facebook. We're also on X/Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Again, Wallingford Live Skittles. Unlucky. I don't know, but I'm away the week after, so there will only be one game next week. Well done, Dave. Captain Dave, a draw.
We got a draw. Thank you very much. Hello to everybody across Keys watching live.
5 points, eh? We thought the Keys would come out keen to get their first win, and you were very close, so congratulations, everyone. I mean, harsh but fair. Sack him. Look, he's taking the merch off. He's not fit to wear it. So, yeah, I'll let you all know, and then I'm away the week after, so there might be a week's hiatus of no live Skittles because, you know, I need a break. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have been, we hope you enjoy our live Skittles coverage. There'll be more soon. And we'll just leave you now with the ambience of the club.